Have a drink, have a drink, have a drink with me. You already know who it is. It's your man's Jay Hemi. I am Soul Brothas. This is Soul Brothas. And I know you notice a lot has changed. It's looking a lot different today. And there's a reason for that. We switching up. We hit multiple locations. I know y'all used to the Soul Brothers backyard. Right now we in the Soul Brothers den, the Soul Brothers Cove. You can call it the Soul Brothers pad. But we switching it up this season. It's gonna be a lot of new things coming. And a lot of new things that you're gonna be able to see that's gonna be around me. Again, do I have to keep saying this shit? Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep saying it. You already know who this show is for. It's for all the loafer-heads around the world. Really, I ain't gotta say too much. I ain't really gotta talk too much because they already know the game. They know what to do and how to do it. And they creating dialogue. They getting those double takes. They finding the exclusives. But they ain't finding nothing more exclusive than me. But for the most part, it's their lifestyle. And you also know who this show is for. Everybody that laugh and crack jokes and don't understand when somebody wear these. They don't have these in their lifestyle. They don't think it's fit. They don't see it as being slick enough, play enough, freak nasty enough, slick enough, grown and sexy enough, sophisticated enough, bossed up enough. They doing what everybody else doing. Them damn gym shoes. But what we wanted to accomplish is next time you go to that store, next time you in the shopping plaza, next time you in the shopping mall, whether it's a boutique store, a retail store, whatever, loafers is all around you. Maybe that next time you will see a pair that you like, that you ain't never seen before, that nobody never wore before. And you going to reach in your pocket and you might add it to your wardrobe. You might actually put them on your feet. You might just try them on just to see what it's hitting. What it's hitting for. What it's looking like. That's my purpose. That's why I exist. And you already know what this is. Another segment of this it. This it. And this ain't it. This ain't it. This ain't it. Never will be. Never could be. Never can be. This ain't it. So today, we have I just want to say, before I get into my take on these, this is the worst, the poorest manufactured and produced loafer I've ever seen in my life. And I've seen a lot of cheap, discounted loafers. Don't get me wrong. But not this poor. Not this weak. Not this brittle. Not this frail. Frail looking. So we're gonna break this down because it's already broken down enough. The material that was used for this shoe, apparently, yes, is leather. But this is not the greatest grade of leather. Obviously. And with the poor choice of leather came the poor choice of design, came the poor choice of stitching, came the poor choice of styling, came the poor choice of color, came the poor choice of shape. You took a loafer that's supposed to be classic, supposed to be a dog. And what you did was you put string weaved in and out the shoe around the back half to come up in the front to make a bow tie. for you to be able to tie your shoe, but these aren't gym shoes. You shouldn't want to be able to tie a loafer. So you added a feature to this loafer that was absolutely unwarranted and unnecessary. For what? For what? I get that you might have thought it was giving it character. You may have thought it was a different dynamic, a different feature, a different feel. But the feel and the feature is a disservice. It's a disservice. It's poor. Now, how easily the leather material on this loafer can be, how easily it can be bent, how easily it can be dented, how easily it can leave revealing marks of being worn and walked in. That's a problem. I would never want to choose, and you should never choose a loafer where if you wore it one time for a long period, one day, or even if you wore it on a daily basis, that it creates a dent in the base of the shoe. This top half of your foot where your toes will be. You want a good, strong material to where it is resistant to a crease. These are not crease resistant. There are a lot of loafers that's crease resistant. You could wear them all day. You can walk, you can run, you could jump, and there will not be a crease unless you do something very strenuous to it, something that's not supposed to be done to a loafer, to a moccasin, to a driver. You couldn't wear these nowhere or with nothing. Then on top of that, they put 3 different stitching patterns unnecessarily. And it makes no sense. They have a stitching pattern in the front. So at the front of the toe, and it follows all the way to the back of the shoe. Then, of course, just like these, they have the stitching at the top half of the toe on the rim of the shoe. And instead of going with a color that actually blends in with the shoe, they put in a stitching coloring that actually throws the shoe off. It throws the loafer off. It don't look good. And then on top of that, they decided to go with a rigid, rugged rim around the toe. Where here it's bold, rounded, and smooth, and rigid on the bottom half of this rim. They just didn't give a damn. They didn't. They didn't give a damn. And then for the actual bottom, to put that suit shoe bottom on a pair of loafers like these, just made them look even worse. Even worse. Just very poor. Very mishandled. Not only mishandled, but these are misfits amongst loafers. Look at these. Look at the production. Look at the detail. Look at the time taken. Look at the character. Look at the dynamics. Look at the shape. Nah, look at this. So there was a lack of time spent, a lot of laziness put into the shoe, which why we have a lazy looking shoe. The shoe is a slouch. It looks like a slouch. It looks lazy. Why would I wouldn't put something lazy looking or slouch looking material or shoe on my feet? As a man, why would I want to do that? This wouldn't represent you well. Somebody was to put these on their feet and use this as a guide to get in the game. This is not how you get in the game. This ain't even a part of the game. What part of the game is this? But you put it out and you're trying to influence people to wear these, and you influencing them into some bullshit. See, the minute stitching that they did around the tongue, just like on these, it's the same thing. They should have stayed with that consistency. Because that's the one other thing. There's no consistency with this loafer. Everything is wide, lazy, slouchy, and weak. It's not a strong loafer, so it's not a strong choice. But you took a few different styles and you try to combine them and do a combination, but it was the most egregious combination you could have ever put together. And even with the pants that was chosen in this photo that was worn, you already know it can't give you options because they didn't even know what to do. They had to cuff them up just so you can see what it would look like. And even at the choice of pant with the crease, everything just horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. Who dressed like? No, nobody want to dress like this. I mean, just the whole combination looks like you got cardboard boxes on your feet with some cardboard box pants. Like a box. This ain't it. This ain't it. Never will be. Never can be. There's nothing you can do to make it. You have to scratch and scrape and burn and redo a whole nother shoe. A whole nother loafer. This is disappointing. It's disappointing to the loafer nation, to the moccasin nation, to the driver nation, for the people who really doing it. It's products like this, productions like this, that mess it up for people in the game that's really doing it, that really care, that really want you to dominate when you step out the house, when you step out your car. Who really want women to admire what you have on your feet. Who really want you to get respect from other people who are gym shoe heads, sneaker heads, to respect what you have on your feet. For somebody to say, damn, them hard. I don't wear those, but they hard. You won't get that with these. This should be banned, prohibited. This is an offense. This is reprehensible to manufacture something like this, put it out there for people to actually purchase. It's bullshit. You don't want to purchase nothing nowhere near close to this. This should be a violation. And that's why you have to be careful. That's how you have to be careful. And that's my take on these. This ain't it. But everybody, you already know. Soul Brothas on Instagram. Soul Brothas on YouTube. follow our YouTube channel. You need to. And Soul Brothas on Facebook. Easy to find. Engage with us. Comment with us. Subscribe to us. Follow us. We operating, we working, we out here. And as always, we love y'all. Thank you for tuning in.
Oh